What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great night. My computer always being awesome. It just literally froze. So I was like, well, all right, let's start this bad boy. I appreciate each and every one of you, though. Hope you're having yourselves a great day. It's been quite a long day for me. Nina in the building. Let's go. Teresa, appreciate you tuning in. I hope you're all doing well. Go birds. Hope you guys are having yourselves a great evening here. It was a long day, but I got some great news here. Potential opportunity in the future for me. So looking great. Now, not in the sports world, unfortunately, in that aspect, but definitely something I've been looking to do. And yeah, so that took up a lot of time today. And so while I was doing all these things, it ends up tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a lot of things. So won't be home till a little bit later tomorrow. Now, I'm going to get that effing defensive video out to you. I promise you. And it's pretty much done there. I just need to piece it all together. But one of the easier shows I had together, some things I wanted to talk about, something happened today. We had a signing. So figured we're going to talk about this and kind of got to make this a shorter video tonight, but love to hear from all of you. Hope you're doing well out there. Appreciate you taking the time, whether you're watching this live, watching this later. Thank you for hitting that like button, subscribing. You guys are sharing stuff, doing so much. I really, really, really cannot thank you enough for all you're doing here. But opportunities in the future hopefully can help, get some different things here to make this a better show for you. But let's jump right into this. Eagles made a reserve future signing today. Was able to post that for you. But look, this is a guy that has been on the team last couple of years and, even a few years. So we're going back and forth there with the Colts, but played like one game for us this year, this past year. And then the year before that, like 2 games, but 6'4", 244, knows the system. We had some injuries. So, he was brought up from the practice squad. But I mean, this isn't, any kind of, you're going to have people pissed off. I don't know who this is. You're going to have people, oh, I love this. And look, it's just a reserve future signing, which just means these guys are going to be here for the summer to compete. And, we're going to add people in free agency in the draft, but these are players that were either on our practice squad, someone else's that, are not under contract and are not one of those guys that are going to be hitting free agency, getting these contracts, doing that. So you get these reserve future contracts that allows them to, be with a team for next year. So they're reserved for us, right? So, look, adds to the room. We have EJ Jenkins there, but I'll show you here in a second all of the additions. But, just one addition here, but we have, already, I think it was like around 20. So this now makes it 21 additions. So I'll show you the full list here. And you've got 9 guys on defense and now 12 on offense, but some receivers in there. Mentioned Jenkins and obviously now Togiai is tight end, some offensive linemen in there. And look, some familiar names and the new ones we already talked about the other day. So if you're looking for breakdowns on their career stats and the height and weight, and we talk about them, go check those out. You can always go to the playlist and there are new ones for 2024. So you can see all of the reserve future signings, all that stuff. Just go to those playlists there. But with these signings, I'm going to show you the depth chart, but keep in mind, I'm going to make a depth chart with all of these players in one, but this does not have these guys on it because these are all of our free agents here, and we've got 22 of them. So you can see quite a list here of names, but hopeful that we bring back a handful. We talked about Swift hopefully wanting to come back, Kelsey hopefully not retiring here, and a couple of other depth pieces there that I wouldn't mind. And yeah, go check those videos out talking about that stuff, but those names will not be here. So you're looking at the guys under contract, and then anyone in green here you can see is a reserve future contract signing. So look, this right now, you're looking like, what the, like people will lose their mind. But look, we're going to have free agency. We're going to have the draft. I cannot stress that enough. People always losing their minds, but stay patient here, man. Next couple of months, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. And, I'm going to be quite busy, this off season, but I'm going to try to get you as much content as always during this sicko season. But on the defensive side of the ball, you can see these additions here. In green as well, but you saw Togiai there with the tight ends and, only a few there. So looking to add in the draft and free agency, we'll be breaking all this down throughout the offseason. I have a show coming up within the week here about the positional needs, all that great stuff. But you can see special teams here. would need to bring back Braden Mann, or you're going to need to add someone else, but got Isaiah Rodgers now. Very excited about that. So we'll break all that stuff down. You have any questions, comments? Just want you to see what everything looks like right now and keep you up to date just in case you missed it. But you want anything more in depth, you can go check out the older ones, ask questions, whatever's on your mind. But you can see here the cap space at 20.2 million. So I made that show. We talked about all the ways Eagles can make up to $37 million and even more. But I showed you 10 ways. And, you could have up to 60 million in cap space depending on what they do here. So keep that in mind. We'll be adding, signing people. And then, as I mentioned in the draft, you've got 8 picks this year, 8 picks the next year, and, 2 second rounders this year, bunch of fifths. And so you don't even have 6 and 7. So maybe you're trading, getting more. You're doing hopefully a lot of things here. So I expect Howie to be a very busy man. And it's already getting started. We still got this season technically going on, but this is what happens. Unfortunately, when you're eliminated, you start having to do these things early. And we've already been getting into the coaches. We've talked about like a lot of that stuff. We're going to talk about in a second here, but I want to keep you up to date all the time with the players, the coaches, and we're going to get those breakdowns of the defense and offense out. You're going to get the positional needs. You're going to get the free agent stuff's coming your way. So lots of content continuing to come your way. Always here for you. If you have any questions, anything you want to know about something, always here for you guys. Appreciate you being here for me. Now, let's take a look. We've talked about all of these coaches and how excited I am about these coaches. I hope you're getting pumped up about it because we've got some real damn good ones. And Sirianni making sure, that he sticks around. And, we talked about he needs to go into his meeting and have a game plan here. He's not got, Doug Peterson, his fault was, letting Press Taylor stick around. And he wanted to give Press Taylor the reins of play calling. And, obviously the Eagles wanted to go a different direction. So that was unfortunate. But we talked about this. Needed to clean house, get some guys that knew what they were doing. And my God, Kellen Moore, at offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, Vic Fangio. Oh, and then you've got a Fangio guy in Clint Hurt as the defensive line coach, and then defensive back coach, Carl Scott, who worked under Clint Hurt, the defense in Seattle, but he also was from Alabama, baby, Nick Saban. And we talk about the similarities of Nick Saban and what he does and what Vic Fangio does. And I'm pretty effing excited about these guys. So we talked about it all week. We took a look at their resumes. We broke down, Kellen Moore talking about his offense, getting, more under center play action, pre-snap motion, the outside zone run blocking. Like, I really cannot wait for this offense. I think you're really going to see some short intermediate routes we were lacking, not just go routes all the time, not just shotgun RPO screens, like actual nice mixture. And I hear like, oh, they're not going to run the ball. We are going to run the ball. They ran the ball in Dallas and LA. So don't let the media get you. This is a really nice hire, and I think that this kid has a bright future. So hopefully we can keep around a couple years. But, hey, that's what happens when they're good. They get these jobs. So, you hear some people in the media and fans like, you don't want them to be good because then they get jobs. And it's like, no, I mean, that's just how it happens, man. Like, you want good coaches, though. So, hey, however we have them, we've got the players right now that we're trying to win. So, let's go, baby. And my God, I'm all about that Kellen Moore signing. And then, the most excited I got was when we got Vic Fangio here. And obviously we've been talking about variations of his defense and people that are coming from trees that are like his and trying to be like his, that multiple scheme defense. But now we've got the Godfather himself, ladies and gentlemen. And we talk about this dude's resume here and what he's been able to do. And, I'm excited about it. And, I keep getting these comments, and this is year 4 now of having, and I laugh about it every year. At this point, it's like, geez, man, holy. But people talking about we're switching to 3-4, and it's like, no, we're not switching to a 3-4, and they'll call it a 3-4. And I explain that to you, that you're going to see, people trying to say that it's 3-4, but really, you're using odd fronts. And really what this is you're going to see 5-2 more than anything. And the edge rushers there, the outside linebackers will be standing up more so. So, and sometimes hand in the dirt, you'll see the 4-man fronts. You'll see 4-2 with the nickel coming in. And, obviously we will run a lot of that in today's NFL. You'll see a lot of the 5-1. We talked about that. You're going to see, a defense, and I'm going to break it down for you in that video. I promise you, I'm trying my best to get it all together. But with all the schemes, the gap assignments, everything they're trying to do here. And I'm really excited for what Vic Fangio does because, I love this defense when you're executing it right, when it's being coached right, and the players are executing it. And this guy, he is a teacher of men. He is going to have them disciplined. You saw some Miami players were mad they couldn't go out partying, and instead of game planning and getting ready for the game. I want our players to want to win a Super Bowl, not make money and just go party. So, hey, they're human beings; they can do what they want. But I, as a fan, want to see my team win. So I'm all about this guy holding his players accountable. A great teacher. Obviously, you see so many people trying to emulate what he does, and you see, it's like they're imitations of it, and everyone has their own flavor to it. But dude, you hear nothing but praise. You hear people like Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan say that it's the defense they hate the most going against. So, look, man, I think I trust them over some of the people freaking out. And Vic Fangio is going to find guys that, run this style. And I've heard people like, oh, well, you don't want Hurt. He doesn't fit what we're trying to do here. It's like, no, he literally worked with Vic Fangio in Chicago. So don't know where people get this stuff, but he literally is going to be doing exactly what he's trying to do himself. He's trying to do the Vic Fangio system, but he's the D-line coach. We need help there. We talked about the lack of pressure, how much you need that. And yeah, linebackers important, safety is important, nickel cornerback is so important. The corners are important, period. But the defensive line getting pressure, and this dude, a beast. This dude looks like he could be suiting up out there. Let's go. So I'm excited to see what he can do and if he can unlock. Just a couple years ago, we were breaking effing records for players with 10 plus sacks, and it was 11 plus. And that's the first time in NFL history. We had 70 total, third in NFL history. We got to get back to that, man. We've got the players to do it. We added some studs on the line. We're going to continue to do that. I really think that that's a great addition. And then the defensive backs. We talk about the issues we've had back there, and everybody's got to be on the same page. You're getting guys that have worked with each other, familiarity here, and they know what is wanted. And I talk about Carl Scott working with that Saban system, working with Hurt and the Fangio system there. So, yeah, I am quite excited about this young man, the work he has done with. We talked about Kool-Aid the other day. We talked about, what he's done in the NFL with Reek and Witherspoon there in his rookie year. And just, the safeties and, you guys, we talked about Alabama players and Eagles, Alabama players, Ricks and Job. And, just excitement for this young man. And I've heard nothing but great things. A smart dude. And I hope one day he gets an opportunity as a defensive coordinator, but not anytime soon, because I'm sick and tired of losing these effing defensive back coaches, whether it be Marquand Manuel and then Denard Wilson. It really annoys me. But, dude, I'm so excited. I don't understand why people do that. Like, oh, you're going to lose them if they're good. It's like, yeah, man, it's just kind of part of the business. And what I will say is I want to win right now, and that's what they're focused on right here, right now. Let's go get this effing Super Bowl, man. We've got Jalen Hurts. We've got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. You got one of the best offensive lines still. We'll see what Kelsey does here. But, man, you've got great young pieces regardless, ready in the wings. You've got a defense with great pieces in place. You just got to add a lot around them. And I think you're going to add a lot in free agency in the draft. So great thing we've got money. Great thing we've got draft picks. So don't let the media get you twisted out there. We are going to add a lot. And I would love to add Patrick Queen, Devin White, a lot of the big names we talked about. And we can. We will. Vic Fangio puts an emphasis on linebackers. Imagine we had interviewed Joe Barry. Look, if he doesn't get a DC job, you bring him in. Sign me up all day for that. And you're going to put an emphasis at linebacker. You'll have Nakobe Dean stepping it up. Go Birds. Appreciate you tuning in, man. But I think that you should be excited because this is a great start. Right now, we're looking at what we have, and good coaches are off to a great start. I'll keep you up to date with every single signing we make. And as I said, I'll be working a lot more now. I've got a lot more on my plate. So I will, at times, like in the day, I'm not really going to have much free time anymore, like any kind of time to make videos. So it will be later most of the time. You will see me unless it's the weekend, but I will put together stuff. If there's any news, I will, talk about it as soon as I can when I get home. But I'll try to make posts at least on all the social platforms when I can, on my breaks, doing things to keep you guys up to date with what I can. But you see what the team looks like right now. You saw all the free agents. You saw the reserve future contract signing guys. You saw the depth chart that we have. You saw the coaches. But any kind of moves that we make to add or take away or anything happens, I will keep you up to date with that. Now, we've got the Senior Bowl going on, all kinds of stuff this weekend. I will do my best to catch up on everything. As I said, I literally couldn't even look at my phone today. It was just, it was a great day though. A lot of opportunity lies in the way for me, like real opportunity that I've been waiting for. So I'm really pumped up about it. Hope you guys are having yourselves a great week, and I will continue getting all the content I can out to you. You guys have any questions, comments, you're watching this later, love to hear from you. Hope you're all doing well. I love each and every one of you. And I'm so sorry I'm so beat, but I'm going to get rolling out here. So until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all have yourselves a great night. Stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now, go Birds! Out tomorrow. I will get that out to you. Even though I'm going to have a busy day at work, I will get it out to you tomorrow night. I promise you. I promise you. I'm so sorry. I love each and every one of you. Go Birds!